Hello and good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Nakya. I am a data analyst and I work in Atlanta. So today is going to be a workday in the life of a data analyst. I'm gonna kind of talk you guys through what I do. I know a lot of you guys like these videos, like to see what I'm doing, hear what I'm doing, and like get an understanding of what it's actually like to be a data analyst. So if you follow or if you've been watching any of my videos, you probably know or have seen that I've been working on this Tableau dashboard. Okay, so with this Tableau dashboard that I'm creating, it is for my own personal use because I need to be able to quickly go and see sales performance and provide updates on that. Now, if you're not aware, sales is something that's new to me. I've never worked in this particular area. As far as my background as in data analytics, I've been doing data analytics in a performance management capacity. So I look at the performance of employees is what I used to do, and now I'm looking at sales performance. So what I need to do today is to get some more work done on this Tableau dashboard because it's the beginning of October, so I need to be able to provide updates on the month of September that just closed out. Now results are not finalized, you guys. So in the data world, in data analytics, we kind of say final, but it's never final. Things can change, things can happen. But when things settle in the system, we usually do like around the 5th of the month, provide our finalized results for the prior month. So today is October 2nd, so I still have a couple more days, but I do want to get some prelim numbers and see how we're doing in comparison to August, like how September performance went in comparison to August. I already got my morning reports done. I got those out, so we can move forward and skip past all of that. So I need to actually refresh my Tableau dashboard to begin with to get more up-to-date data because the last time that it was refreshed was Friday. It is now Monday, so whatever data has come in over the weekend, I need to refresh the Tableau dashboard and get that up to date. So that's what I'm going to be working on first. I do have a team. We have like a team sync in about 15 minutes. So I need to make sure, I think I updated my slide for that meeting. I already updated my slide for that meeting. So that's one of the things I was working on this morning. What else? Do I have another meeting today? I think there's one other meeting today after my lunch, but I don't think I'm required. I'm optional on that meeting, so I don't think I'm going to attend that. But it looks like I only have like one meeting I actually need to attend for the day, which is our team sync. So good with that. The rest of the time I'm going to spend working on this Tableau dashboard. And then I also need to follow up with one of my coworkers that was working on a bell curve as well, to see if they got that up to date, because we need to set up a meeting with our director and kind of go over August results, September results, make sure that we are capturing everything that he wants for the readout and see if there's anything else that he wants us to capture or know or kind of present in that deck. So I need to sync up with her and see when we can schedule that meeting with our director. I believe my manager should be back today. She was out last week, out of the office, so I'm gonna sync up with her. She left me with a list of things that she wanted me to accomplish and get done while she was out, and I feel like I honestly feel like I got nothing 100% done. I'm like 75% of the way there on this entire list, but there's just other people that I'm waiting on to get information from. Our finance team, I met with them. They would not give me access to their tables, so I'm kind of limited in the information that I can get. And I understand why they limit access. They have their information in a secure table in EDW. So it's not just readily available for anyone to go. They have to grant you permissions and you have to have a business case, and like there's sensitive information in those tables. So I understand why they would not grant me access to it for what I need, but I still need to get this data from somewhere else. And it's not all, or I'll say this, it's not contained, all the data I need is not available in the dashboards that I've seen so far. So I'm still trying to work that out. Yeah, figure out what it is I need to do. But for now, I'm going to do what I can do. Like some of the numbers, they were like, no, we're not going to give this. Like one of their calculations was using like actual results plus a forecast, dividing it by a target. And I'm like, I don't understand what this is doing. Like, what is this? What even are you guys measuring? Like that calculation makes no sense to me. But I'm going to reverse engineer some numbers so I can back into it and get what I actually need from it, which is like the actual result. So, and I don't understand, like, why wouldn't, look, okay. Look, I have questions and I need answers. Okay. So yeah, like one thing when you become, like, if you guys are interested in becoming a data analyst, or if you are a data analyst, you know, you need to question everything. Like that should be your motto. Question everything you see, everything you hear. Question it all, because when you're suspicious of something, like that's when you really get to uncover what the issues are, what problems, what questions you need to answer, what questions you have that are unanswered. Like you just need to question everything, because questions lead to more questions, which can lead to answers, which can lead to results and solutions. So yeah, question everything, y'all. That's my advice. Even question me. Like, don't just take everything I say for, you know, the gospel, because things change all the time. Okay. All right. So let me pause here. I need to jump on this meeting in a couple of minutes, but I'll check back in with you guys and discuss this Tableau dashboard a little bit more. Okay, change of plans. So my manager actually, she rescheduled our team sync for later in the day, around, well, at 12, from 12 to 1. So I have some time now. So what I'm going to do is get in this Tableau dashboard. So what I'm going to do first is open it and then refresh my connections so that it pulls in the new data. So this may take a minute. Where's my other refresh data sources, please? Okay, so while that's refreshing, I guess I'll talk to you guys about, oh, well, hold on, never mind, it's done. Did we improve? Okay, so what I have, I guess I'll talk to you guys about what I have on my dashboard, since I can't share it, but if I can replicate something similar in Tableau on my personal computer, I'll do that and put that up for you guys. But I have, so we have different markets, and we have different territory. So there's different breakdowns in the hierarchy, but we have different markets, and then there's territories within those markets, and then there's districts within those territories. So what I have is a market breakdown, then I have the territory breakdown, and then I have our top district breakdown. So what I worked on last week was I wanted to create formulas or calculations and parameters within Tableau so that I can pull out my top and bottom performing markets, as well as, well, maybe not markets, my top and bottom performing territories and districts. So I have that broken out, and I have them ranked 1 through 3, so I can see the top, and then also I'm pulling in the bottom. And then I have all of the markets stack ranked so I can see them, and I have a filter so I can adjust it by month. So if I wanted to see the month of August, I can filter it by that. If I wanted to see the month of September, I can do that. Or if I want to see a combined result of August, so it's cumulative, so I can see August and September together, I can see that as well. And what I'm looking at is each market, territory, district, they all have, as well as the employees, they all have targets that they need to attain each month, and the targets can vary for various reasons. Again, a market that's like in the Northeast would not have the same targets as someone that's in like the Midwest, because your customers are going to be different. The people you service are going to be different. What your sales revenue is looking at is going to be different. It can all vary depending on where you're at. So they all have targets. I'm looking at their attainment to targets as well as some other metrics around that. So that's what's in my dashboard and some of the things that I've been looking at. So what I want to work on, I think last Friday, I was working on my bottom performing, working on my bottom calculation for the districts, well, for everything, like the bottom market. So it will auto rank the bottom. And that's what I was having a problem with that. Like I was using a parameter as well as a calculated field, and it didn't appear to be pulling in the bottom the way that I want it to. So let's say, for example, I want to pull the bottom from a category. So let's say my category is my market, and let's say one market is the Southeast. Bring me back the bottom performing territories within the Southeast market. That is not what it's doing. That's not what my calculation is doing. It's bringing back the bottom performing territory all over. It's not taking into account the category of the market that I have selected. So I need to work on that calculation and getting that fixed. Hopefully this makes sense. Like I wanted to filter it down to say, okay, within the Southeast market, what is our bottom performing territory? So within there, but the calculation that I was doing for like the top or bottom end, it was giving me the bottom within all of the markets, not just the one specific market. And I wanted to filter it down to that specific category. So that's what I need to work out and fix in my dashboard. So I'm going to work on that. I'll check in with you guys and see if I've made any progress. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys through how I ranked the top and bottom sales by category. So let's get into it. First off, I'm using the sample store data that comes with Tableau Public. I am adding subcategory to the rows and sales to the columns and sorting those in descending order. I'm just doing this because I wanted to see how many subcategories we have to work with. Next, I'm going to add a new sheet to the dashboard and give it a title. Then I'm going to create a parameter. Now, a parameter allows you to change the content that appears in worksheets and dashboards. So I'm giving my parameter a name, and I'm going to change the data type to integer since I'm going to be working with whole numbers. I set the value at 5 for this because that's what I was using in my dashboard at work. However, for this particular data set, you'll see that we don't have that many subcategories to rank, but that's just what I chose. And then we're going to select OK. Next, we need to create a calculated field. This is just returning the sum of sales if it's the highest ranking, which is the descending order, or the smallest ranking if it's in ascending order. So create that and then select OK. Next, I'm going to create another calculated field, which is similar to the last calculated field, but this one contains an if statement, which I will use to color code the bar chart later on. So if that's ranked highest in descending order, I want it to give me the top. And if it's ranked smallest in ascending order, I want it to return bottom. Next, I'm going to add sales to the columns and my category and subcategory to the rows. Then I'm just going to sort it in descending order. Then I'm going to right click on the parameter that I created to have it shown on the worksheet. Next, we're going to select our calculated field for top end and bottom end and drop that on the filters and just hit OK. Then right click on it and compute it using pane down. Then select true for the checkbox. And then we'll select the top/bottom and drop that on colors. Right click and compute it using pane down. So after dropping in the colors, you can see that now we have our top and bottom 5 ranked by each category. And as I stated earlier, each subcategory, like we don't have more than 5 subcategories, or 10, I guess you would say, to rank the top and bottom 5 for each of the subcategories. So you just don't see it there. 2 probably would have been more appropriate for this example. Okay, hey guys, I am sorry I did not check in with you guys to give you an update yesterday on what I was working on in my Tableau dashboard. I kind of got caught up in exploring a metric where I got off topic. I didn't even go into finding the formula for to identify like the bottom, to identify the bottom performing markets. I've been working on still the Tableau dashboard, but something else. So I've been looking into some results because there's one result that's kind of abnormal and stand out from the other. So I was digging into that a little bit to make sure that the results were accurate, because this result is higher than, it's like 3 times as high as any other high performing market, or not market. This was at the territory level. So it's 3 times as high as any other territory. So I had to dig into it, and I started looking into that number to find out, okay, what happened here? And just to make sure like the results were accurate, everything was coming in right. It's just, there was just a high performing month. So that's taken care of. This morning, I had a couple of meetings. I have a meeting at 1. I have another meeting at 1, and then one at 2. So I'm going to probably take an early lunch. But as far as my reporting or my dashboard goes, what I've been trying to work on, still not on that bottom performing like markets, territories. Still haven't gotten to that formula. But what I've been working on is breaking out results into, and this is at the employee level, breaking out results into quartiles. So quartiles are quarters. So in portions of 25%. So I'm looking at breaking down the results for the month of August and September into those quartiles so that I can see, okay, where are the majority of our employees landing? And this is similar to, I guess you can say this is kind of a similar view to what you would do on the bell curve, because you're looking at the average and you want to see, but I just want to see them in different buckets as well, just to get an idea. And then also I can see, okay, so let's say that you were in our highest quartile, which is quartile 4 in the month of August, and you dropped to, let's say, the 3rd quartile in the month of September. I want to see that change as well, like how many people are changing, how many people are staying the same. So that's what I'm looking at now. So I want to go ahead and do I've already gotten the formula done for August and September. So I want to go ahead and quantify it. So as far as where people are falling in each bucket. So let me get this data. Okay, hold on, cancel this. There it is, okay. Delete these blanks. Sorry, I'm mumbling, talking to myself. Do I not have okay. Having a moment here, Okay, now I want to see. So it'd be interesting. I'm going to look at it, but it's going to be interesting to see, okay, what bucket did you drop into? Like, did you just drop one level or like multiple levels? So that I'm going to look at that as well. But that's something that I'm doing an analysis on in my Tableau dashboard, so I can, kind of have that insight and feedback. Like when you're building a Tableau dashboard, I think it's important that don't just go out there and just put anything in the dashboard and you don't understand why it's there. Like, I feel like it's easy to get caught up, I feel like, in just building dashboards and just putting in there what your client wants or what you want. But what insights can you draw from putting the data in the dashboard? Like, you want it to be useful and helpful to the people that are going to use it. Now, granted, this dashboard is for my own personal use, but I have to provide these insights to my director, to my manager. So I want to be able to speak about, okay, these are things that I discovered when I looked at the data. Like for that one anomaly in the data where the performance is like 3 times higher for this one territory compared to the others, I need to be able to draw those insights out, look into it, validate the data's correct, and provide that information. Because when we're providing these weekly updates, they're looking at it like, okay, all of a sudden this specific territory is floating to the top. What's going on over there, you know? So I may not necessarily know what they're doing to have that kind of result, but I need to be able to look at the results and provide those insights like, yes, this happened, such and such area. These are some changes that we're noticing, that type of thing. So just make sure that whatever data you're providing in your Tableau dashboard or whatever visualization tool that you use, Power BI, whatever the case may be, make sure that you are providing something that gives insight and that's not relevant or doesn't make sense. Like if you first look at it and glance at it and you're like, okay, I don't understand this. One, make sure you got a label or a title possibly. Don't put information that's not useful or helpful or that I can draw insights from, because your dashboard is just, first of all, it's already hard enough to get people to use your dashboard, but it's definitely not going to be useful. And you're going to have a lot of people ask questions if they can't understand what you have on there. So just some helpful hints, I hope, or some helpful tips, I hope, for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to pause here. I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. Hello, everyone. It is the next day. I could not check in yesterday. I'm stressed. Like it's the beginning of the month. Well, it's the beginning of October, the end of, like, we're in fourth quarter, third quarter ended, and it's just a lot going on. I have to prepare to do a readout for my director on Friday, and I'm stressed about that. Do I look stressed? I feel very stressed. I'm stressed about this presentation on Friday. I'll be happy when the week is over. Still trying to get these numbers together. We had a pull-up sync to kind of discuss what we're going to go over on the call on Friday. There's some other views and data that my manager and another manager wants. So I'm working on that. We have another pull-up tomorrow to see what everyone came up with. So yeah, I'm just like, I really have not had the time to talk to you guys or talk to you about anything that I'm doing, because I feel like nothing's working. My numbers aren't coming together the way I want them to. Tableau isn't doing what I want it to do. I'm trying to figure out how to get these visualizations to do what I need them to do for this presentation. And then also I need to get some prelim numbers for the month of September. So yeah, it's just a lot going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed these couple of days in my life as a data analyst. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe, like the video, and I will see you in my next one.